And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a...
Lofts one high and deep. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
1st down here for the offense. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the option. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Just steamrolling his way through. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Coming after him. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground. Now taking shots down the field, but I gotta protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Catch in the middle. It's Hale. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignment. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Inside the 35. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in...
It's complete! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
On second and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Miller with the ball. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least this.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling.
He's going to let it go. Snatches it on the right. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Florida! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The kickoff team out there set to move it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Gators! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Alabama quickly back to the line. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now. Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Going to take a shot at this DB. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The give is to Miller. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Looking to scramble. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
The quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll pitch it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone with a touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Law. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like just plowing ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Lets it go to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown. Getting some heat.
Got rid of it just in time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. Defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Quarterback on the keeper. They stripped it out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you're trying to break the tie. You've got this golden opportunity in the red zone here in the second half, but you've got to hold on to the football, and that's a play that is going to haunt him for a long time to come.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need. all game long up front to have any success.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The give to the tailback. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Gators moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football ball. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Finds his big tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Miller. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Miller with the ball. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. On the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Alabama pushing the tempo. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give them the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down to start the drive after the break. The handoff to Johnson. At the 35, he's open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To throw, it's Flagway. Looking to buy time. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Leaves it with the back. On the move at the 30. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Williams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Fires to the right. He's got it. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Looking deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! This is exactly what we expected. Blow for blow, trading punches, just like two elite teams should.
Yep, and great players have to make great plays in big moments, right? Step up, break a tackle, do something spectacular, and that's what the young man just did.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Now sliding to his left. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Absolute shank. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Here comes that Alabama offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Across the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to get him on the ground. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. The DBs will back off a bit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Motion from the offense. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And they're not on the same page there. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
A touchdown here on third and goal. Really touchdown, Bama! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.